Hello, friends of Mi Casita, Rainbow and Sunshine. Ty and I are here today to do our next set of dog stories. Did you know that if you know how to read, that some people read to their doggies? So that would be a fun thing for you to do when you are at home. And if you don't know how to read yet, you can make up a story and just tell it to your dog. They're good listeners. So I'm going to let Ty go now. Say hello. Hello. Okay. Here we go. So our first story today is an interesting one. It's called Little Pink Pup. So do you see the doggies that are laying down, and then there's a little pink pig next to them? So this story is written by Johanna Kirby. So this is a true story. One cold night, 12 piglets were born in a barn. The smallest one was named Pink. Pink's brother and sister, piglets, were strong and healthy, but he was tiny and weak. They were playful and pushed Pink aside when it was time to eat. Pink was cold and hungry. His owners brought him into their house to see if they could help Pink. Tink was a brand new dachshund mom. She had one puppy of her own and was a foster mom to a few others. When Tink saw Pink, she immediately welcomed him into the family. See how sweet that is? She's taking care of Pink. She licked him and fed him and tucked him in close. She made him feel right at home. Tink knew Pink was different from her puppies, but she didn't mind. Now Tink had lots of brown puppies and one little pink pup. Pink's new siblings welcomed him too. He may not have looked like them, but that didn't matter. He was just their size. The puppies didn't sleep on straw like the pigs in the barn. They slept on a soft blanket, and their warm bodies kept Pink cozy. Little by little, Pink started to eat more. Nobody pushed him away anymore. The dogs were all being really, really kind and loving. He began to grow stronger along with his puppy siblings. Soon, Pink was running around the house. Just like the doggies. They liked to wrestle and nip at each other. They chased each other and played tag. Pink loved to get his ears scratched, but he hated taking a bath. When it was bath time, he would squeal loudly and kick out his legs. My dog doesn't like to have a bath either. Sometimes Pink would visit his pink family in the barn. His pig siblings had grown so big. They were about 20 pounds each, but Pink only weighed 3 pounds. That was very small. After his visit, Pink was always happy to go back to Tink and his dog family. Once Pink and the puppies got a little older, It was time to eat solid food. But when Pink was offered pig food, he refused to eat. He wanted puppy food like his brothers and sisters. When Pink got too big to live in the house, he moved into the barn. But he made sure to take his dog bed with him. After sleeping on a soft cushion his whole life, he didn't like scratchy straw. The dogs missed Pink, but they would still play with him in the barn. And no matter how big Pink grows, he will always be Tink's little pink pup. He's really small. So that is a very nice story because animals like to take care of one another. So our second story is called The Lonely Only Dog. And that book is written by Adele Brodkin. Harry was a happy dog. He had everything a dog would want. In the kitchen, he had a big soft pillow just for him. He had a bowl of fresh food just for him. Harry had bowls of water upstairs and downstairs. He had toys and bones and pillows everywhere just for him. Harry got a treat every time he would sit, lie down, or roll over. He even got a treat when he barked at the closet where the treats were kept. Harry loved tricks and games. Every night, Gwen and Greg walked to the stairs. Harry ran ahead with his orange ball. Harry let the ball bounce down one step at a time. Gwen and Greg tossed it back up. 1, 2, 3, give, they shouted. Then the game would begin again. They're really good parents to the dog, Harry. Harry, Gwen, and Greg walked in the park. There was much to sniff and see and hear. Sometimes they took long walks in the woods. Then Harry would be glad to go home to his bones and pillows and treats. One day, Harry, Gwen, and Greg walked in front of a pet shop window. Some puppies were snoozing and snuggling. Others were wrestling. For the first time, Harry felt like a lonely, only dog. He wanted to snuggle and wrestle too, like the other animals were doing. Then Harry, Gwen, and Greg saw some dogs walking together. One dog nipped, 2 dogs nuzzled. Harry wished he could be one of them. In the park, Harry saw dogs in packs or pairs, and he wondered why his family only had him. Why was he a lonely dog? That night, Harry felt sad. Gwen and Greg were at the movies. Harry tried dozing on one of his pillows, but it wasn't any fun. He tried chewing a bone, but it wasn't any fun. Harry wanted to play dog tug of war or chase a friend around the couch. He was a lonely, only dog. That night, Harry did not drop his orange ball on the steps. He stayed curled up in a corner. So when a dog does that, that means they're not feeling well. They might be sick, or they might have pain in their body, or they might be sad, like Harry was. Gwen and Greg were worried, but the vet said Harry wasn't sick. No one knew it was wrong. Then Gwen had an idea. Harry needs another dog to play with, she said. So Gwen and Greg asked two friends from far away to visit with their dog named Arthur. Harry wagged his tail. He was happy to have a new friend. Harry and Arthur chased each other. They ate from each other's bowls. They curled up together and slept. It was a great day for Harry. But the next morning, Arthur took Harry's favorite bone. Harry saw his food bowl was empty because the other dog, Arthur, had eaten it all. His water bowl was empty too because Arthur had drunk all of Harry's water. That would make me sad. Somebody took my food and water. So that night, Arthur grabbed Harry's orange ball. Gwen and Greg called out, 1, 2, 3, give. They were playing his game with Arthur. Harry did something he had never done before. He growled and showed his teeth. Greg scolded him. Harry crept into a corner, while Arthur curled up on Harry's big soft pillow for the night. The next morning, everyone went for a walk. Arthur wanted to race, but Harry did not. Harry stayed with Gwen and Greg. They were his people. This was his walk in his park. Harry longed to be an only dog again. He thought it might make him happy to have another dog live in his house, but it didn't. Finally, the day came for Arthur to go home. Harry howled for joy. Inside, Harry ran around and around. He greeted his own things. He drank his own water. He ate his own food. He ran up and down the stairs with his own orange ball. Then Harry curled up on his big, soft pillow. Harry was still an only dog, but he knew he would never be lonely again. So even right now, since we're not in school, you might be all alone in your house with your mommy and daddy. So try to be happy and joyous because you will see everybody again. So till the next time when we have more stories, be well, be happy, and love to you and your family. Bye-bye.